The monologue that follows is a complete train wreck. It started when I arrived at the VAE Art Gallery, where Tongue and Groove hold their open mic, and found a stack of these brochures. If I had ever bothered to look at the artwork, maybe I would have picked a different monologue. Maybe. Most of my friends and family are very surprised that I am still alive. In fact, doing this monologue increases my chance of being killed by a very small amount, and also yours, but a very, very small amount. Paula, would you mind locking that door? I wrote a play back in 2016 called No Pictures, Please. And in the play, the Prophet Muhammad sings and dances dressed like Elton John. Unfortunately, in 2016, there had been several murders in Amsterdam and Britain and Texas as well. So probably not the best time to write a play about Muhammad singing and dancing dressed like Elton John. Saturday Night Live would not show a picture of the Prophet Muhammad. South Park censored itself. Everybody in the United States and even the world were censoring themselves. So I thought to myself, let me write this play and I'll send it out to selected theaters, a bunch of theaters, and see what kind of response I would get. And I got the same response from all the theaters. They had two problems. One, they did not feel that they could guarantee the safety of their audience. They liked the play, but they could not guarantee the safety of the audience. And also, they were afraid that their audience might freak out and possibly die or have a heart attack based upon the way the play begins. A director walks out and addresses the audience and tells the security guard to please bolt the door, as we just did.
Everyone, please stay calm. This is a safe space. As safe as humanly possible. Don't worry. We are fully aware that there are people who would kill each and every one of us just for being here. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy this little exercise in free speech.
After that, after the director does his thing, the curtains part, and you'll see the Prophet Muhammad's 9-year-old bride, Aisha, dressed in a wedding dress, having a conversation with her attendant, Malala, a very embarrassing conversation about the wedding night. Again, based upon Islamic history and such. And when that happens, all of a sudden, a member of the audience rushes on stage, absolutely furious, screaming and shouting, and he rips open his shirt and reveals a realistic-looking bomb vest. Not this, but a realistic-looking one. So that is what the theaters were concerned about, that people might just freak out, have heart attacks, whatever. So I really wanted to do this play. So I downloaded a hold harmless agreement, which I told the theaters that everybody would sign a hold harmless agreement in case anybody died in that process. But they wouldn't go for that. So then I offered the theaters, I said, look, I'll raise some funds, I'll hire security guards, I'll get armed drones, I will get a metal detector, I will buy terrorism insurance, which is a thing. Still, they weren't interested. So I decided I would have to do it myself. I'm going to have to talk a lot faster because I think we're running out of time here. So I decided I would have to do it myself. I'm going to have to talk a lot faster because I think we're running out of time here. So I figured I'd do it myself. So I went on Indiegogo, I did an Indiegogo campaign, I created a cartoon Muhammad.
My wedding I will enter with grace and aplomb. This girl, wife number 3, is really quite a boom. Our wedding will be elegant. We'll ride upon an elephant. We'll play the flute. We'll sing some blues. We'll hide the cash. Invite some Jews. I'll read some poems. Quote the scripture. Dance with men. Don't take my picture. Ramadan, 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 ding dong.
Dressed up in a costume with a beard and a hood and a robe, and I did this.
I want you to know this is very offensive. Very, very offensive. Doug Shear is a very, very bad man. I call for fatwa on Doug Shear. He will not be allowed to do this disgusting and insulting movie.
Probably not the best marketing decision I ever made. Do I need to stop right now, or I've got another minute or two? We rehearsed, and we had the 5 actors. We set up the stage, and the police came, and the policeman said, "No, you need to get out of here. You need to pack up your stuff and go home. This is too dangerous. I want you out of here." I told the officer that I had the right to be here. It was on public property. That I had a document saying I could do this from the city of Miami. I was ready to do it. The officer said to me, "If you don't leave now, I will go into my car and get my taser. Would you like me to do that?" I said no. And so we had to break everything down and we had to go home.
The tongue-in-groove host, Anna, an extremely brave and open-minded woman, seemed a little freaked out by my presentation. She mentioned the word sacrilegious several times throughout the night, but she said my monologue was something she would remember for a long time, so I'll take it as a compliment. An extremely talented professional storyteller, Robin E. Kitson, who had performed magnificently earlier, approached me and wanted to correct something I had said. She said she was a Muslim and wanted me to know that it wasn't just a few Muslims who would be furious about what I did, but probably half the Islamic world. She said she would never make fun of the Prophet Muhammad out of respect, not fear. We had an amazing, upbeat conversation. We wished each other well.